What up? It's your boy Franky Robin, and welcome back to the channel where we are discussing anime main characters, right? So, it's me, KP-chan, and Kenanade all back again talking about who are some of our favorite anime characters, what we liked about them, what was there some of their favorite feats, or what have you, and then we've talked about what anime world would we live in as them, you know, as our MCs or what have you. So if this is the content that you like, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Who is your favorite MC? What are some things that you liked about them? What are some things that made you like being awestruck about them? Or comment down below like, what anime world did you ever want to live in as the MC? Personally, I know I would like to live as the MC Naofumi from Rising of the Shield Hero, or maybe Anno's Voldigoad from the Misfits of Demon King Academy. So go ahead and do what you guys do. You know, I love and appreciate all of y'all. Remember, stay super and skull. So what are we doing today, KP?
We are talking about some of our favorite main characters in anime. Insert applause effect here. Woo!
Yeah, woo! Turn my light up a little bit. That way you can see my face so I don't look so dark. Alrighty. So, favorite anime characters. When you're thinking about your favorite anime character, what comes to mind, KP? Or, sorry, main character. Favorite anime main character.
Well, let's see. They go through like immense character growth. Depending on the anime, sometimes they're a baby, sometimes they're not. And, yeah, I limp them.
Yes. Which is good. It's fine and dandy. When I think of MCs, I'm thinking, man, this guy is going to be powerful, or girl. Because there are some powerful women out there in the animeverse. Some women, right? But it's anime characters. The MCs of the animeverse tend to be overpowered, tend to be schmexy as fuck, right? I'm looking at you, I'm all Google.
Oh my god, stop it.
What? You can rattle my bones with the bone rattler. For those who...
Sir, you just woke up. Calm down.
Yes, I know I just woke up. Doesn't mean I can't, you know, still act wacky. Alright? Because that's what the people like about me, because I'm wacky and relatable, apparently. I'm very relatable.
To some.
To some. I'm trying to be relatable to all weebs out there. Well, there's some things I won't do, like watch very sus anime, or I can't go into the other one because then I'll get hated.
Homophobe.
I was going to say furry, but thank you.
Hey, Beastars is good.
I'm not a furry though.
But it's good. It's not just about the animal stuff. It's not about like the personified animal things. It's like it's got drama. It's got bloodshed. It's great.
You know what else has that? Bleach.
Every other anime ever.
Yeah.
Except unless it's a rom-com, I guess.
I mean, have you not seen Lover's War?
No.
I highly recommend it. Lover's War is actually pretty great. I've read it, and I think it's a very good anime.
Lover's War or Love is War?
Love is War.
Is that the Kaguya-sama one?
Yeah, Kaguya-sama and Love is War. Love is War.
Yes.
Love is War. Love is War.
I've heard of it. It's on my list. Haven't watched it yet though.
You're talking about bloodshed and rom-coms, though. There's a lot in that. Not really. It's anywhoos. So, who was the first question? Who's my favorite MC? Or who are some of my favorites?
Yeah,
one of them is going to be the Chads of all Chads, the man who beats somebody down with his own heartbeat. right? Someone who literally killed a guy, revived him so many times that he wet himself by the end of that fight. Someone who literally picked up an entire castle just to prove a point. You know, his name is Anos. I forget how to say his last name. Voldigoad from the Misfits of Demon King Academy. So who is Anos, right? Or Anos-sama, or those who swoon over him. He is a pretty boy. That's why he's a Chad. Because I know somebody likes looking up pretty boys. Some people, let me say that.
Yep.
Looking at my co-host. So,
well, I gotta know how to spell his name.
Anos, A-N-O-S.
Yeah.
Vold, V-O-L-D.
Found him.
Yes.
Ah. He's like.
You're so picky. Yeah, you want toxic men, right? But when the handsome young strapping man that looks like him comes up, you're like, he's not toxic.
He looks like a douche.
Well, he is a.
And I don't like all toxic men, alright? I don't simp over a lot of toxic men. I just like them as characters.
Just like I watch High School DXD for the plot. I really didn't like High School DXD. Oh wait, no, I did. I meant High School of the Dead.
There you go.
I really didn't like High School of the Dead. High School DXD, though, is worth watching. All 4 seasons. Anyways. So, it's going to be on my list now. So, what was the next question?
The next question is, what made you like them?
So, like I said, he's a Chad. Like, not a bad Chad, like what the name is referred to, but he's just a Chad, right? First off, he's a Demon King, or ex-Demon King. Basically, he doesn't get reincarnated. Well, technically he does, but he doesn't go to another world. He just goes into the future, right? And basically, as soon as he was like a minute years old, he started talking. Then the parents are like, "Hey, what should we name him?" He's like, "My name is Anos Voldigoad. Voldigoad. Sorry, not lemonade, right?" So, first thing we see, starts walking and doing all this shit by himself by the time he's a few months old. And by time it's time for him to... Actually, he kind of like aged himself just like on pure magic alone. Because he's technically 4 months old. And he's going to high school. Quote, high school. So, why do I like him? Or what made me like him? He kills somebody, he defeats somebody with his own heartbeat, right? He humbled a lot of people in the show. Somebody hurt his mom, he's like, "Hey, guess what? Fuck you," and kills her, but reincarnates her back as the mudbloods, or not mudbloods, as the interbreeded, humans v demons that she hated so much. It was a teacher, by the way. And then he's like, "Hey, guess what?" Picks up a castle and chucks it. It was just seriously, the Cinderella of the show. She's like, "I hate you. You won't defeat me. I'm the most powerful being here. Blah 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 blah." I got the eyes of the demon, right, or the chaos god. He's like, "Hey, guess what, bitch? Go humble yourself." Picks up her castle and chucks it. I'm like, that's how you humble somebody. I mean, honestly, that's how you humble a bitch, because tsunderes, fucking bitches. But then you grow to love them. I didn't like her per se because I liked her twin sister. But I'm just saying, if you can pick up a whole, do you not know how much balls you would have to catch? I eat it.
That's me.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Do you not know how much balls you would have to walk up to a castle by yourself, mind you. It was a 2v6, 2v7, and he walks up casually as hell to the enemy castle. They're like, "Hey, watch this ultimate attack that takes 6 of us to do," and he's like, flicks it away. He's like, "You want to see this attack? Watch this," and he just one finger just points up into the sky, and there was a giant fucking fireball. She's like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And he's like, "Yo, yeet, right?" I thought you were gonna hit the eat button again. I'll do it.
What?
I thought you were gonna hit the eat button again.
I'll do it myself.
Okay. But I just liked him because he's just so... That's the word I'm looking for. Chadly. And he humbled so many people. And he's a very family-oriented person. So, that is why I like Ano's Voldigoad. Some of the feats that he did, I believe that's the next question, right?
Yes.
So some of the feats that he did, wow. Picking up a whole entire castle. I'm just stuck on the castle one because it's just so fucking hilarious. He humbled the human academy because they did a inter-training session between the demons and the humans, and they kind of cheated because the lake that surrounds the school, and he's like, "Hey, guess what? Fireball blew up their entire lake, and they are pissed as shit." He's like, "Fireball. Here's my mixtape. Drop it in. Boom. Coming to the demon world near you." Alright? And then he just fucking... Oh my god. He just humbled a lot of people, and just like... He basically was reincarnated as a half-blood and made the stigma of the half-bloods really not a thing. Because sometimes they're not even mixed with humans, there's like purebred demons mixed with like other quote demons like fairies and spirits and all that stuff, because someone in their fan group actually is half demon, half spirit, which I'm like I almost made a Holy Spirit reference, but that would be very rude towards our Christian audience. Granted, most of the anime out there, if you're Christian, isn't really Christian-like.
Exactly, yep.
like High School of the Dead. Because the anime's fucking wild, but I still didn't like it.
Why do you think I hate Sundays?
I mean, I did see your Snapchat.
I'm sitting in the back like, I don't want to be here.
And that is why I stopped believing years ago. Oh, KP, what is one of your favorite MC?
Okay, which one do I go with? That's a good question. I'll go with the first one I thought of immediately. Oh my god. The one, the only, Rin Okumura from Blue Exorcist.
Oh.
Or this. I've always loved Rin ever since I watched that show. Like, the first episode, and what was it? He was in a fight and he was beating these kids up, and I was like, I love him. I want him. He's mine now. So that's one thing that made me like him, is that he was a hot-headed, stubborn delinquent, and you know me, I love the delinquents.
That you do, because you are one.
No, I never broke any rules my entire life except for once. Yeah, and then he just like, he was just really cool. His power, like, he is a half demon and all that stuff. Come on. And that power on its own is cool. I love the little horns and the little tail that he had.
And the little fire that comes out of his mouth.
Yes, the fire.
I'm not talking about his mixtapes either.
And his sword was cool too.
Oh yeah. I love that. I love Blue Exorcist. That was a good one. I'm still reading it, or I'm caught up. I'm like a chapter or two behind, but that's about it. But
yeah,
who is Rin Okumura, right?
Okumura.
Dame.
So,
Sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So Venn is the main character of Blue Exorcist, obviously. He's this kid who is half demon that was like, what happened? I think, didn't Satan himself or whatever just kind of be all like, this woman, I choose her. Wham! Here's my child.
I'm gonna expand on her thought a little bit. Satan fell in love with Ren's mother, which I forget her name.
Yeah, I forgot too.
They mentioned her name quite.
I mentioned her like twice.
Yeah, but then in the manga, though, they expand upon it.
I forgot that the devil fell in love with her, not just chose a woman and was like, "There you go."
You shall carry the son of the devil, right? Of Satan himself. But yes, she. I forget what actually happened as to why he fell in love. No, I know what happened. It's because. So, spoiler alerts for the manga. I'm sorry, Canonade. I don't know if you watched it. Yeah. And I don't know if you're reading or watching it, KP, but...
I only watched the anime, I never read the manga.
You need to watch it. You need to read it because it goes so much deeper than what you actually think.
I know I do. I know some things that happened with, I think was his name Shiro or something? The pink-haired one? I know a lot that happens with him, and I was like, is this even Blue Exorcist anymore? So... but anyway.
Yes. So, you know about the Ward 13 or whatever that experiment that failed years ago that caused the Blue Knight? So they were experimenting to find Satan a host body, right? I'm not going to go too deep into it because you're going to look at some other characters in a totally different light. Like, oof. Like I said, you gotta read it because it just goes deep. Like your mom going 6 inches deep in your mom.
Dude, are you 5?
Yeah, 5 inches deep in your mom.
I'm kidding.
Shit,
my headphones. My headphones came out of the socket. Okay, so getting us back to the main topic because I'm the captain of this ship and I keep getting off course because I'm my navigator. Something they were creating for Satan, right? And Giri didn't like that because she didn't. I forget what actually happened, but when she found out, they kind of broke Satan, quote, Satan out of the prison, and she kind of like reformed him, and over time, he grew to like her. So he's like, about to make you a single mom real quick. Slid into her DMs, and she got 2 viruses, right?
Yeah.
Technically, I believe the twin, his name is Yuri, right? Yukio, thank you. He technically wasn't supposed to be born.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, Yukio was a mistake, like many of us were. But anyways, yes, that is Ren Okumura, and that is his background. I highly recommend everybody who's watching this to go read Blue Exorcist, because it just goes deep. Deeper than the anime. Just like if you ever watched Soul Eater, go read it. Totally different ending.
Yep.
But going back to...
Yeah, if you've watched Soul Eater, the ending that it had is not what's in the manga.
Not even close.
We did it in Japan only, and we can't watch it here, and I'm mad about that.
Who's this we?
I was about to say the ending of Soul Eater that we got in the anime was completely made up by the studio because the manga was so far behind and they were so far ahead in the anime.
Yep.
They're like, just toss it in quick, move!
Right?
So,
yeah.
Like I said, I highly recommend you guys go read that. Blue Exorcist and Soul Eaters. But getting us back to the main topic, let's go back to KP with the second question.
Yes. So some of the greatest feats. I just thought of these on the fly, like 5 minutes ago. But I wrote down that. Let's see. It's been a really long time since I actually watched Blue Exorcist, so I don't remember a whole lot that happens in it. I know that there were like the little I don't know if they were demons or whatever they were supposed to be. The little things that they kept.
Oh, the gnats.
They had to go They had to exercise and stuff. Yeah. And so, Rin did all that, of course, with the help from the friends and the students and all that stuff. I wrote down that he beat his brother's ass at one point.
He did.
What about the greatest feat of all?
Wasn't it Satan had possessed him?
Yes.
Satan took over Yukio's body, yeah.
Yeah, so in technically he almost defeated his dad, but not really. I'm pretty sure he just kind of banished him from the body, right? And then he was just like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Basically,
then
yeah.
Then they closed up Gehenna and called it good.
Yeah.
Now.
Which, it's not good? I wouldn't say that. Oh, we're good. I wouldn't say that.
I said they called it good. I didn't say it was good.
Yeah. But, yeah, I got that down. And then, there's a lot that I could think about. I know that, he saved his friends' lives a lot. So that was kind of cool, I guess.
As the main character should.
And one of the other greatest feats is that he had a pet cat! Free of charge!
Oh yeah! Kuro!
Yeah.
Kuro! Our adorable two-tailed boy.
Yes.
And cats. I'm not a cat person per se. I'm a dog person.
Cats are the spawn of Satan. It fit. It was perfect.
Cats are the spawn of Satan. Ha.
They kind of are.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at it, right? So, quick side tangent before we get back to what the third question is. Well, I'm giving you time, KP, to really think of your third question, or answers for your third question, right? So if you know Egyptian history, I don't know too much into it, but I know a little bit about the cats, right? They hated cats. They thought cats...
No, they did not.
Okay, they thought cats were evil. Remember that?
No, they thought cats were gods because of that.
Then what about the fucking dog? Because
Dogs were regarded as guardians of death.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then there you go. Never mind. My history fact was bullshit because from what I was. Let me rephrase that. From what I was taught in high school.
I lost you already.
No, you're good. From what I was taught in fucking school, because school teaches us useless shit and incorrect shit apparently. Cats were regarded.
I have the greatest connection on my end of town.
Nope, you're good. We can hear you clearly. They were regarded as evil beings, right? And they were stuck up, nose in the air, and almost Boa Hancock level of looking down on people until the dogs came and became man's best friend. But school is wrong, so stay in and out of school, kids. Because you gotta learn your own history. But, question 3.
That technically was question 3 of the greatest feats. The last one that I had thought of, though, was that he did, if I remember kind of correctly, almost by himself, I think. He also defeated, what's-his-face? The green-haired one? I can't remember his name now.
Oh!
or something like that.
You're talking about the Lord of the Earth, aren't you?
Broccoli Head, that's what they called him. That's all I remember.
Yeah, Agamemnon?
Yes! That was it. Mephisto's brother or something like that.
Technically his brother.
Yeah. So, yeah, he did that. But then, then he got, crystallized with his sword or something like that. And there's just, so much demon power stored up in there. He went fucking insane, berserk. Another anime. And, yeah. I liked when he went berserk. It was cool.
Maimon.
Maimon. There we go. That's right.
He's one of the... Well, Agamemnon is actually a person.
I know!
Yeah, wasn't it 8?
But anyway, and then there's a fourth
strong.
question. There's a fourth question, but we'll probably save that for the end. So
Yeah.
That's all I got for my one.
Alrighty, that means it's Cannonade's turn.
Well,
Maybe.
my first one's probably gonna sound obvious, but Ichigo Kosaki from Leech.
Yep, knew it.
I almost said Aizen for a second.
I forget the wording for the first question, so can I get a refresher for that?
What made you like them, and then also some of their greatest feats.
What was the first one?
What made you like them?
Oh, what made me like them?
Yeah.
Well, aside from the fact that we share a lot of similarities,
Thanks.
being incredibly dense when it comes to subtlety, and some other things. But what made me like him the most was he wasn't afraid to stand up for people. Even if that person seemed like the outcast anyway, he wasn't afraid to stand up for him.
Yeah.
So that kind of made me respect him a bit more than a lot of characters.
Yeah.
Because most other, especially nowadays, most shonen protagonists are whiny.
Yeah, little babies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, let's go. He's on my shirt.
He's not.
But anyway, second question, some of his greatest feats.
Yeah.
Oh boy. He defeated a traitor from Soul Society. He's defeated multiple people. There's too many feats for Ichigo to list. Especially when you read the manga. But I'd say his greatest feat would be recognizing when his friends are strong enough to do stuff on their own. So it's not necessarily a victory feat, it's more of a personal achievement.
Yeah.
Recognizing that his friends are strong too, and he doesn't need to constantly protect them.
Okay.
Hey, Kennonade, I think you're forgetting his greatest feat of all. That would be, right, when he called the ambulance on the guys that'd be up.
Hello, yes. I'd like to request an ambulance, please.
True.
Call an ambulance!
But not for me! He literally called an ambulance on the guys that he was about to beat up because he was being cocky and proceeded to beat their ass, and he backed up all that talk he did.
Okay, there's being cocky and there's actually being able to back it up. And Ichigo can fucking back it up.
Well, yeah, it's because he has those... Spoiler, he has the hollow powers inside of him. For those who hasn't seen
He backs it up real good.
Okay, first off, he's a skinny boy.
I know, he has no dumpy.
The only one who can back it up is, you know who I'm going with, Cannonade.
Or Hime?
No, fuck. No, not her. I was going to say, Yoriichi.
She fronts it up.
Yeah, she fronts it up.
Who?
Yoriichi Shioen.
Oh, Yoriichi. Yeah.
Because
I was like, who are you talking about?
I can't wait till she gets animated in the Death Near Blood War arc. And when Mr. Hattenclog's Ukitake, I believe that's his name. I just remember him as Mr. Hattenclog because that's what Ichigo called him.
Kisuke Urahara?
Yes, Urahara. There you go. Ukitake is the one with the sickly body.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's not Kubo. Is it Taite Kubo? Bleach's mangaka?
Yeah.
Kubo, you did right with that one that you did with Yoriichi. Just saying. In the 1,000.
Okay, so I know where you're going with that, but the funny thing is, Kubo admitted on his Club Outside, his fan club website thing, that the hardest characters for him to draw are the ones he made more well endowed.
Yes. Like Yurichi.
Because he can't remember what size he made them. So he's like, that's why in some panels they're bigger, sometimes they're smaller. He's like, how did I draw them this way?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, they're bigger, but how big were they?
Yes.
He couldn't remember. He can't remember. He can't keep it in his head, like what size they were. So that's why some portraits or some things, the women that you knew were bigger in anime look smaller.
Yep. We're not going into the well-endowedness of the Bleach characters because Rangiku's number 1 and Yoriichi Shion is number 2. And Unohana is number 3. And then Orihime is number 4. But we're not going past that. Because number 5 is Unohana's lieutenant. So,
Usane.
Yeah, Usane. I kind of snuck all that in there. So anyways. But yes. And, yeah, I believe that's all the questions, right, KP?
What was number 3?
Greatest
3 was the greatest feats, and the 4th one is for the end.
Okay.
So, that means it comes full circle to me, and I just thought of this character because we were just talking about him. And... What? No, it's not Ichigo. It's not Ichigo.
No, it's not that, but...
But, hang on, I gotta pull up a song real quick. I'll only play the first 10 seconds. Oppai Dragon! Issei from High School DXD! Hey! I absolutely like High School DXD. Is it in my top 10? No. Because of reasons. But. I need to turn that off. Turn that back down. So, who is Issei? I forget what his last name is. I'm going to quickly look it up real quick. Blah, 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 blah. Issei. Hyodu. Right? So, who is Issei Hyodu, right? He is the main character from High School DxD. Multiple seasons, by the way. And why is he somebody I'm talking about? Because he's dumb, but not dumb at the way you think he is. It's just the way he gets his powers and uses it. It's dumb. Alright?
Oh no, be careful. You know I love the dumbasses.
Well, so who is Issei? Issei was a human that died because he got impaled because of this. I believe the way they worded it was the special white stuff inside of him.
Yo.
Hey yo, right?
Hey yo.
Hey, I'm gonna have to add that sound. Hey yo.
Hey yo.
But I don't know if I'm remembering this correctly because it might be in an anime that I'm thinking about. But there's a special power inside of them that they wanted out of them, and apparently the way they phrased it was the special white substance that's inside of you. And how he died was because of a succubus, right? A succubus infiltrated the high school he was at, which was an all-girls school at one point. Excuse me. And yeah, him and his friends and a few other guys got in there, and he was the first people. Yada yada yada. Moving on. So she's like, "I'm gonna suck that white stuff out of you." He's like, "Hey yo," and I'm like, "Hey yo."
Jesus Lord.
It's a very ecchi anime. I watched Uncensored to make sure that is educational.
This is me right now, just like
Oh my god, but it's just a hilarious anime. It's, oh my god, I think it was season 1 or season 2 right, where they are basically Issei is fighting the other dragon, the white dragon of whatever, and the white dragon had the power to have the power of whoever he's fighting. Issei has the power to double his power. And the guy, his sensei at the time, I forget who he is, but he's also a demon. And he's like, hey, so, just saying, he has the power to half the size of everything around him, including, Rey's Grimoire. So he's like, hey, he will reduce her breast size the more he fights. And he's like, hey, yo! The boobs are the reason why I am a part of this club.
Oh my god.
So if you're going to reduce, I will not let you reduce. I will reduce, if you reduce the power, or the breast size of Rey's Grimoire, I will not be very happy. And he just Super Saiyans up, and next thing you hear is boost, 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 boost. And he's just fucking going to town. So he is powered by boobs. And
Oppai!
Yeah, that's why he's known as the Oppai dragon. So that's fun. That's hilarious.
This sounds like a dumb anime I would probably not like.
No, but it's pretty interesting outside of the Oppai aspect and the etchiness, because there is a lot, and it's a harem anime, honestly, too, because a good chunk of the girls that are part of Rey's Grimoire's familia or family freaking go after Issei. So I'm like, will it be my turn? Right? But outside the power, outside the aspects of him just being stupidly dumb, because of he's powered by the boobs, right? Who isn't powered by the boobs? Not me. Anyways, he done some pretty great things. Why do I like him? Because he has the ability to double his powers, and shit happened later in the season, in later seasons, where he took the white dragon's power for himself, so he reduces the enemies of power while doubling his at the same time. And he has the ability to promote himself, or he asks Reyes to promote himself to whatever, because that would unlock like other modes of his gauntlet. Because he is also known as the Red Dragon, or he has the power of the Red Dragon of Destruction, one of the most powerful dragons in all of demon kind, that apparently nearly destroyed a good chunk of the demon world. Alright, so he has like Juggernaut mode, which is when he promotes himself to Rook. He has the Speed mode when he promotes himself to Queen, etc., etc. And then he's just fucking goes nuts. And then I know he did go nuts one time, but do you know what saved him? Boobs.
Of course.
Yeah.
Should've known.
I
just don't like main characters that are perverts, so I just can't get into it. You know?
It was a watch. It was an experience, and I had to like stop so many times in between so many episodes of like, why the fuck am I watching this? And then I just finished. I'm like, you know what? I only like you because of the Red Dragon, and then the Oppai song, Oppai Dragon song, Oppai Dragon. I'll only include 10 seconds of it. So, some of the greatest feats. He took on, wow. I grammar goodly, I
Go to bed!
It's not even about going to bed, it's just, yeah, it's about going to bed. He took on one of the strongest demons, on some of the strongest demons. I wouldn't say by himself, but they're in the war arc, or at least the war games arc, he took on a super powerful dude. And yeah, he took on some of the stronger dudes, and obviously he got beaten down and thought of losing, or Reyes Grimoire, or losing. So he wants to ultimately marry Reyes instead of just be her servant, her servant. And it's the show's okay. KP, the show goes deeper than just the perverseness. Okay, there's actual goodness behind it because he goes off, saves his friend when the nun that he loves or that loves him was in trouble. He just like went to berserker mode and was like, "Don't hurt my friend," right? When Reyes was in trouble, he went berserk. When Neko, I believe that's her name, the strong lolly, right? When she was in trouble, he's like, "Bitch, don't make me come over there and pop the trunk on you." He does. No, Anako. God dang it! I gotta remember their names because I'm pretty sure Anako, Okoneko, sorry, and Okino is the priestess. So Koneko was in trouble, and Okino was the priestess that basically, I think she got taken away by her parents, and he's like, nah, fam. I'm the red dragon. I'm the Oppai dragon of destruction. Fight me. All of them love him, and then there's a vampire who is a trap. I'm sorry. It's a male vampire that dresses up. He got in trouble. He's like, "Nah, you're not gonna hurt my friend, dude." Turns over the entire. He was just badass. So those are just some of the feats that he did, and just Oppai Dragon.
Okay.
All right, KP.
Okay. All right. Oh my god. So the next one I'm going to talk about. I've talked about him before multiple times. It's one of my favorite animes as of right now. It's actually making its way up the list a little bit too because yeah. And that is Demon Slayer or Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Ooh.
I love myself some Tanjiro. I love him so much. Anyway, so like, what made me like him? Well, first off, he's an adorable bean. Must protect. Oh. Let's see. I put down that he is brave. And he is very loyal, especially to his sister and trying to, get her turned back to a human. He's very emotional, so I relate. He cares for humans, and as well as like demons as well, in a way. He has that kindness to him that it's like, even though you're a demon, like you were still once a human, so therefore I hate it. I feel bad, but whatever. Not in a pity way though, I swear. and then a part of that, he's also non-judgmental. And then he has a lot of his responsibilities on his shoulders, but after all of that, he is still my little goofball. And yes, I see your minis on your hat.
Thank you.
That's lovely.
The true
I have a mini of Tanjiro sitting over there, but I don't want to grab him. Yeah. But anyway,
this is the true main character. Thank you.
He is one of the main characters, yes, but he's not main.
Yeah. He's the true main character, the king of the mountain. Inosuke.
I like Inosuke. Don't get me wrong, I like him, but I like Tanjiro a little more. Get my little baby. Some of his greatest feats. He's taken down many powerful demons throughout. So what have we had? So far of what we have of the show and manga so far. Of course, some of them he's done on his own, but a lot of the times it is with some help. But that's okay. He's still very powerful. There's some hidden quality, hidden potential somewhere in there, thanks to this mysterious father of his. I swear. Anyway. I don't read the manga, so I don't know that much. Anyone who reads manga, shut up. He's let's see. And then another thing I have is that I guess it's not really greatest fate, but it's just a part of him that he's inspired his comrades or his partners, his friends, Inosuke and Zenitsu. He's inspired them to keep getting stronger, especially when they were in the rehabilitation period.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, whoa, Tanjiro's doing so good. Look how strong he's getting. Look at his breathing technique. Shit, I gotta do that too now. Just to best him. If it's Inosuke, just to get better than him. If it's Zenitsu, just to have girls like him. So yeah. Either way, he's an inspiration.
He's something, alright.
I love him!
He's a big crybaby.
I know, and I love him! No, Zenitsu is worse.
Oh, that's because he knocks himself out on purpose so that way he can be powerful. But
or is it that he's pissing his pants so bad that he passes out?
from dehydration?
Yes.
I don't like Zenitsu, by the way, guys. I think he's a old bitch.
I don't care for him either, but I like him when he's asleep.
Yeah, because he's not crying.
Yeah. His power is pretty damn cool, not gonna lie. But he needs to learn to use it when he's not frickin' sleeping.
Well, yeah. It's manga spoilers, so I can't really tell.
Don't do it, don't say it, never say it, never say it. I hate spoilers, don't do it.
I tell you spoilers all the time.
But when it's spoilers about one that I really care about, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, well,
she gets
Some of my
I know.
other friends are like, yeah, spoilers, I don't really care, it's whatever. But me, I'm like, no, never tell me.
Yeah, she gets very mad.
Well, I
I
won't.
accidentally spoiled something for her, and she about threatened my life.
What'd you do?
I almost spoiled something for you, and you're like, don't! Like, really mean and angrily.
I have no recollection of this at all.
Of course you don't! The guilty party never does.
Anyway, that's my rant on Tanjiro.
Yeah. Again, Tanjiro's cool and all, but he's not the true main character. The true main character is the king of the mountain.
You could shut the fuck up. I love it, Otsuka.
Fucking fight me, Gonpachiro Kamaboko.
Gonpachiro Kamaboko?
That rewinds the question back to Cannonade. Yay. Woo.
My second one is one you guys probably won't expect. Natsu from Fairy Tail. I was thinking Strike Back, not that one.
I was thinking Strike Back too! I was like, Strike Back! Freaking love that opening. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. What made me like Natsu? The fact that he played Lucy for almost an entire episode.
Get him.
Like, in a fun way. Like, he made it sound like he almost went with her, like, look on this boat to look for a guy named Salamander, when he knew for a fact he was Salamander.
No.
Because she's like, I'm looking for this guild named Fairy Tail. This guy named Salamander says he's part of it. Natsu just goes along with that guy's rant, like, yes, I'm the great Salamander. And Natsu's like, oh yeah, really? Cool.
Greatest feats?
Oh, greatest feat?
Yeah.
Well, one of them, he took down the second former guildmaster for Fairy Tail,
Hey.
Hades.
It's
Yes.
the
Makarov.
devil himself?
No, it was Master Makarov's son, right?
Hades wasn't Makarov's son.
You said
That's the leader
Well?
of Fairy Tail.
Yeah. Oh no! What? Yeah, that one was. He wanted the seat of Guildmaster, and then he was gonna change it drastically. And Makarov said, "Nah, fuck that. Get out of here."
Yeah.
My third one that I just find stupid because he's stupid is a Game Boy, I guess. It's Kazuma from Konosuba. Why do I? Why do I like?
Hang on, Cannon. Hang on.
Yeah. Okay.
From what?
From Konosuba.
Oh.
Konosuba.
Check the chat, Cannon. You'll find it out that way. There's a chat and video chats now, by the way, if anyone didn't know that.
I did not know that. Show chat. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. I think there should be a button up at the top right corner if you're on mobile, Cannon. And you can see the chat from there.
Alright. Why do I like Kazuma? Cause he's stupid. He's so I don't know if you guys noticed this, right? There is a Venn diagram of main characters. You got the clown, you got the serious, and you got the crybaby. Prime example of crybaby. Deku. Prime example of serious. Ichigo. Prime example of clown is Kazuma. Boy howdy, is he so far out of that circle, it's just not even funny. Because, so, it's a isekai anime, right? And how he dies is via a heart attack. He didn't get hit by a truck or a trailer or anything. He thought he was about to get hit, and then just have a heart attack. But what made it even funnier is, when the goddess was regaling him of how he died, Aqua by the way, she mentioned like, yeah, you pissed your pants as well. Like, full-blown stream and everything. And he's like, So then he gets reincarnated, and he said, and Aqua granted him one wish. He's like, well, I want a goddess like you with me. And the goddess of that realm, or I guess her supervisor, was like, yeah, take Aqua, get out of here, she's useless. So they do their adventures of running around, doing whatever they need to do. You're just doing the socials, cool. Running around. Aqua gets eaten by a fucking frogs all the time, and Kazuma hates her. Then they meet the explosion lowly Megumin, who I have back there. Her staff broke when I was moving the bookcase. So Megumin. Yeah, there's her staff. I have to fix it with some super glue. Then we meet Darkness. She is a paladin who's also a masochist. That's the one that likes pain, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can never tell the difference between masochist and sadist because they basically are the same thing. Basically. They aren't really, but...
One likes getting pain, one likes giving pain.
Yeah, somebody's the same.
Yeah, what Cannon said as well.
I know who in my friend group is the sadist.
It's not me.
You like causing pain to me, though.
No. I was like teasing you.
Which makes me
That's
scared
not causing pain.
of my life because I feel like I'm threatened a lot. Send help. Think twice if I'm in trouble. At the right time too. So why do I like him? Because he's stupid, and some of the things he does just makes me shake my head. And I've started watching season 2. I just never finished because I kind of fell off the bandwagon. More animes that I wanted to watch showed up, and I just watched those. One of the funniest things I've seen him do is when the Chimera, I forget her name, Sylvia. God damn it. I remember this stupid clip. So, Sylvia shows up, takes Kazuma, the three, Megumin, Aqua, and Darkness are all about to fight Sylvia to take back Kazuma, but Kazuma saw her for very reasons, because she was very voluptuous and a very pretty woman. woman is pretty sus there. But what happened was, he's like this, tentacles, sprouted out from Sylvia's back, and she, took him, and then he's just sitting there like this, hanging on to Sylvia's well-endowedness, and then next thing, she's going on a rant, and she's like, well, I'm a chimera. I took all the best parts of humans and attached them to myself. And then Kazuma looks up and he's like, what? And he's like, hey Sylvia, there's something hard poking me in the back. What is that? And again she's like, yeah, I'm a chimera. I took all the best parts. And he's like, what? So I started losing my shit. Like, I was watching this, I was just losing my shit, laughing and dying. Because he was about to get impaled. For those who aren't understanding, I'll let KP say it because she's more uncensored than I am.
It's an thing.
Yeah, she.
Wait, what am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say penis. He has a penis. He's a Fudanari.
Bitch has a penis!
She does! And Kazuma's about to get impaled.
That woman has a dick.
Okay, calm down.
That woman has a schlong.
Well, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I have to be talking with a lisp if I'm supposed to be Manila, right?
Yeah. So, other than that, like, the greatest feat that he has is his thief ability. It's called Steal. And what
he's a rogue?
Yeah. So what he does is he shouts. One thing he did was shout "steal," thrust his fist. Another rogue showed up that showed him that ability, and the next thing she knows, she's like screaming and drops some panties out of his hands. He's like, "I got some panties!" And
oh my god,
Konosuba is so stupid. I have to finish season 2 because it's just so stupid and I like it so much. That's what it is! Then you got the useless guys, the explosion lolly, and the masochist paladin. And fucking Darkness, I swear to God, if she knows there's no pain, she just collapses. She's like, I don't want to be part of this world if there's no pain. So, well, yes. That is Kazuma, and I like Kazuma because he's stupid. Stupid in a good way.
Interesting. Alrighty. My third and final character, besides my honorable mentions for later. I decided to go with Lloyd Forger, codename Twilight, from Spy Family. Why do I like him? What made me like him? For one, he's a badass with a badass job.
Yeah.
And secondly, I have down, he's handsome. I gotta give it to him. He's a handsome man.
Yes.
Thirdly,
he's a daddy.
in more ways than one. Anyway. Sorry. I'll calm down. Thirdly, he's very caring. Even though he seems like he might not be, maybe he's a little intimidating at first, he's very caring. He's a big teddy bear on the inside. He's an amazing father and husband. And the fact that he didn't want to do another mission that required him to forge a family together and have a fake relationship with people, but he ended up doing it anyway and started caring for Anya and Yor. I'm just like, I love you! Let's see, some of his greatest feats. Like I said earlier, he's badass. He is known in the spy world as one of the greatest spies of all time, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yep, you're correct.
And he's done many amazing things with his missions, such as this one difficult one that he's on right now, which, and he's taking on this mission to make peace with things and solve inner conflict in a whole ass country. I said it's pretty cool. And then lastly, I put down that he takes very good care of Anya and Yor, and yeah.
Yes.
And I love him.
Lloyd is
That
the
is
ideal
all.
father.
He really is. He is the ideal husbando, and I'm going to be training Chris to be like Lloyd. Just like, you see this? You see what he's doing here? Do that.
Eye stuff and all.
Gotta have a kid.
I don't
Yeah,
want
you're gonna have a kid.
Our kid will be a dog. We'll have a puppy.
You can adopt.
Eventually, but for now we'll stick with the puppy. So yeah, that's my short little rant on Lloyd. I don't really have a lot, just that I really like him.
Well, it might get a little bit weird with my last one here.
Oh gosh.
Do it! I dare you!
Alright, my last one is another Kazuma, but he's from Kaze no Stigma.
Okay.
Basically, I think you watched one episode with me over at my aunt's, KP.
I may
Like
have,
half
I just
minute.
don't remember.
Okay, you might remember once I tell you basically the premise of it. Basically, the premise of Kaze no Stigma is there is basically magical abilities in this world.
Mm-hmm.
One family controls fire, and there's been rumors of people that are able to control air. But this one family in particular encourages the fire element to the point where they have a sword that can only be passed down if the head of the family knows how to use the fire magic. And the sword's name is Enraiha.
Okay.
So, Kazuma is born into this family, but he cannot use the fire magic that the family is known for. So, he's basically kicked out of the family for being unable to use the magic. They don't let him stay in the family, they kick him out, because this family is, like, purist. And his cousin, can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she ends up taking over as head of the new head of the family eventually. And Kazuma comes back after 10 years, and all of a sudden he can use wind magic. Which you're not supposed to be able to use wind magic, because wind magic is thought to be forbidden. So he comes back, he basically tells off his old man, says, just because I know wind magic doesn't mean I'm not part of this family.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've watched it, but one of his greatest feats is actually towards the end of what's been animated.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically loses his shit because his cousin / lover, that's why I said it's gonna get weird with this one.
Okay.
Sweet home Alabama. Well, it depends on the distance of cousins. Because if it's the first cousin,
I think she was like second or third cousin.
Okay, it's third
But
should
still.
be fine.
But anyway, she gets severely injured by some other people that know Earth magic. It's basically Avatar, but nobody that I can remember knows water magic.
Mm-hmm.
So, he knows, like, he loses his shit and causes basically storms to roll in. His eyes are red at this point instead of the azure blue that they're supposed to be. He's using his magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The wind is black, so I mean, it's he's meaning death at this point.
Yeah.
The only he destroys this family that knows how to use earth magic. So, like, he destroys their compound. He destroys almost everybody in the family. There, he almost kills half of his family because they're getting in his way. Yeah, most memorable moment from that is, like, he's the one who does the intro for it. So when you hear him say, eyes as blue as the azure sky, that is the stigma of the wind. Which, ironically, is the title of the anime.
Yeah, Kaze no Stigma.
But like when he says that, and then all of a sudden you see his eyes turn red, at the very end, it's like, this isn't just wind, is it? So what happened? Why are his eyes red?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have to look into this
I'm
anime.
not sure if there's any more manga material or not. Like I said, I haven't really kept up with it like I have some of the other ones that I've talked about on our chats.
And also when you described it, I didn't recognize it at all. I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember watching anything of it. It's either you showed me it and I disassociated, or you showed Willow and not me.
I may have showed clips of it while you were there, and it, just because it was a clip, you didn't really catch on to it.
Stick, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, if this was... So is this back in, like, high school, or is this later?
This would have been, like, I think maybe my junior year.
Yeah, that would make sense. High school, yeah, I disassociated a lot. Because I'm just like, I don't care about this one. I only care about the animes I watch, and I want to watch. I'm gonna disassociate now. I was really bad about that. I still kind of am, but I at least hear people out sometimes now.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Like, you two will be very happy to know that because of how much we freaking talked about it on this anime chat, I am now gonna go watch Bleach.
Good. Skip over the fillers except for the Zanpakuto arc.
Well, honestly, Cannon, I'm probably gonna come over to your place and watch it with you, so I have someone to watch it with, because otherwise I won't finish it. It'll probably be your 1000th time. It'll probably be your 1000th time watching it, but I said I was gonna come over to your place and watch it with you. So I have someone to watch it with.
That's fine. That's fine.
You're like, I'm gonna watch Blade for the umpteenth time.
It's one of my favorites. I don't care how many times I watch it.
Exactly. That's like me with like I don't know, Death Note and stuff, or even Hetalia. I still rewatch Hetalia all the time. Attack on Titan as well. Yes. So should we get into our fourth and final question, and then maybe any honorable mentions we have?
Yes. So I'm gonna actually update this question because. So instead of talking about the ones that we would love to live into, let's just talk about if you can go into one MC world from your entire list. That's ones that you may have mentioned down, ones that you may not have mentioned. What would it be? I'm gonna throw this one off to KP.
Okay, so instead of what character do we want to live as, it's what world of theirs do we want to live in?
Yeah, because you will be the MC. Like, you'll take over their powers and abilities and all that jazz.
Oh, okay. My answer's still the same.
Okay.
So I'm gonna... What? So I'm first gonna go into my honorable mentions because it's part of my honorable mentions is the character. So some of my honorable mentions of favorite main characters is Haruhi Fujioka from Ouran High School Host Club.
Okay.
I love her.
Haruhi.
Technically he is another main character of this anime, L from Death Note. Yuji Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen, who was almost going to replace Twilight, but then I remembered Twilight existed, and I was like, nope, wait, I like Twilight. and then a recent favorite of mine now, Shigeo Kageyama, or as we know him as Mob, from Mob Psycho 100.
Yep, Mob, what do you want?
And then the last honorable mention, this is the character whose world I would want to live in and live as them. It's very boring, but you know what? I don't care. I'm going with it. And that's Kobayashi from Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, because I would love to have a dragon girl that I've been in my house.
You just want her to fawn over you, which is fine.
And Kana, the little child who's like 1,000 years old.
Or the other one from the second season, I forgot her name, who's in love with Miss Kobayashi. Well, she's not in love.
The little horn?
No, not the one with the singular horn. She has two horns, and she's the one that has the well-endowedness that's not for her body, so to speak. I forget her name.
So I haven't watched season 2 yet. Oopsies, but I know what you're talking about at least.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
from from Dragon Maid, the one with the singular horn, Uri? I think that's her name. I can't remember her name. Hang on, sorry. I gotta look up. Look it up. But yeah, just continue your thought because we are thoughtful people.
That is my thought. I would love to have a dragon girl living in my house. And I know that her job apparently is like, she thinks it's super boring because she's just a programmer and stuff, but like programming. And then having a dragon lady living in your freaking house doing your laundry and shit for you. Probably not the way you want it done because dragon, but either way.
So the one from season 2, the one that has the breasts that are too big for her body, her name is Ululu. But the one that I love, her name is Elma, and she's the one who loves the sweets.
Yeah.
I want her. And then so being a classic boy, right? I actually like Lukua, but then I'm like, fuck Lukua. Give me my Elma.
She's borderline harassing a child almost, if you think about it that way.
She's not borderline harassing, she is harassing. Do you not know the time she actually burst into the bathroom when he was showering?
I forgot about that.
What's his name?
Luke was a little
Shota
weird.
Baby. Well, she's overly whatever, because apparently Shota thought she was a demon because she sensed the magic and appeared in the magic circle.
Yep.
But Elma is where it's at, though.
I am a basic bitch and like Toru a lot, but I also really like Kana, so I like the two mains. But I also like the male dragon. I can't remember his name, but he's the one. What?
Fafnir, the cursed dragon?
Yes, I love him. He's like, so this is gaming. Like me.
And then he's like, I will curse all you despicable humans that fucking hate living, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna go back to my cave, but he spends all day
continues living with another guy and gaming with him. I love it.
Doesn't eat, sleep, so he grinds games all the time. Alright, Ken and 8, you're up.
I've never seen this cover yet.
You need to watch it. And you
watch it.
Yeah, and you need to watch season 2.
I'm working on it.
There's
other animes I'm watching too.
That's fine. I'm watching like Fate, Grand Order, Absolute Demon Front, Babylonia. Because I just finished the Genius Prince, the Journal of the Genius Prince of taking the country out of debt.
Anyway, alright. Canon! What character world would you like to live in as the main character?
Right. Character world I'd choose to live in would probably be Fairy Tail.
Oh.
You were expecting me to say Bleach, I know.
I really was.
Same.
I mean, Fairy Tail's got all the powers and stuff, I get it.
I mean, Bleach has it too.
About your Bleach.
Yeah, but this is like elemental power, not spiritual power.
Well, it's not just elemental power, it's just power in general. Because, what is it, Makarov has like 6 different magics?
Yeah.
But
okay.
Continue. Why?
Well, I mean, like, basically be an adventure every day.
Yeah, that's true.
Wouldn't just be a wake up, do the same boring shite that I do here. I could get up, go somewhere if I wanted, make some money, maybe.
Yeah.
Or I could just go and potentially walk off a cliff. You never know.
Oh my god.
You never know.
Yeah.
So his powers.
That's kind of why I'd like that.
Sorry. Master Makarov's powers and abilities are Light Magic, Giant Magic, Fairy Law, Maximum... Sorry. God, fucking wiki, go away. All these videos and shit. Master Acrobatics, Wind Magic, Ice Magic, Fire Magic, Fairy Law, Light Magic, and Giant Magic. He's a well-rounded character.
Oh well?
Fuck doing the ooh-woos.
It wasn't ooh-woo, it was oh-whoa!
Who's doing my oh-woes? Alrighty. So then that leaves me, leaving you guys all in suspense. Who would I choose? Oh my god, it's so many characters. But I'm just gonna go with Anos. I just want to be a Chad. Just one time in my life. Just one time in my life, I want to be a Chad. I don't care about the bitches. I really don't. I don't care about the fucking blatant racism. I just want to be a Chad. I just want to go up and chuck a castle. That's it. Literally, I don't care about killing the guy with a heartbeat. I don't care about the dungeons I have to fight. The demons have to fight against, like, you know, training exercises and shit. I don't even care about the showing offness. I just want to chuck a castle. That's it. All the powers and abilities.
Hey, is that your house over there?
Shot, right? Like I said, I'll take all out. Fuck them bitches. I mean, the fan club. I mean, the fan club that he gets, fine, whatever. You know, give me the fan club, because apparently when they sing for him, he gets stronger, but not like in a sense of power, but just like morale. It's like, yeah, I got people on my side, not trying to, you know, that aren't simping for me or, you know, riding this dick, right?
Oh
Actually, it's a Helsing abridged, Helsing Ultimate abridged reference. Thank you. Nah, they just they love him and respect him, but not like to the point where everybody else is trying to, like, you know, ride his dick and shit, you know, dick riding. So, I just, honestly, plain and simple reason, I just want to chuck a castle. That is literally the only reason. I'll take everything else that comes with it. But I just want to chuck that castle.
I like to destroy a castle. That's kind of why I chose Fairy Tail too.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's me.
They don't necessarily chuck castles; they just destroy them.
Oh yeah, they do. They do.
And then there's me, who just chose Kobayashi, who is probably kind of boring, but
Okay,
I want to live in a world with dragon girls and guys.
And a goddess that got kicked out from being a god.
Fairy Tail is dragon guys and girls.
Yeah. Dragon Slayer magic.
Yeah.
But like, the Kobayashi Dragon Maid doesn't have like a lot of magic stuff. It's just, hey, there's some girls that could turn into dragons.
They do have magic though.
I don't know about Miss Kobayashi's. Dang it, I've never watched it.
Yeah, they.
I'm not spoiling anything. That's just the premise of the show.
Yeah, my thing is,
a giant dragon shows up at her doorstep and then turns into a girl with like two big of boobs, and then she's like, "What?" And she's like, "Hi, I'm your new maid." It's like, what?
all because she got drunk and said,
because Kobayashi got drunk as.
And then Kobayashi's like, "You need to come live with me and be my dragon mate." But there is magic. They have magic. They do. Totally goes back to her home world all the time just to get some shit to help out Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Like, if she can't find it in the human world, she can apparently find it in her world. And then obviously, like, a good chunk of the episodes is Toru trying to feed Kobayashi her tail.
Yeah.
And I want to try it. Not gonna lie, I want to be like.
Fresh meat.
What that tail do though?